the program?
No.
I did.
Okay.
No.
Say it quickly because we're going to start. Yeah. Okay.
He's got it down.
Okay. So, welcome to lesson 5. We're going to be doing a recap on lesson 4. What we learned in lesson 4 was we learned an introduction to variables. We learned an introduction to lists, introduction to data, introduction to operators, and introduction to sound. Does anybody have any questions? So welcome to Scratch Course Lesson 5. Today we are going to be working on, we're going to do a short lesson on my blocks, and we are going to be brainstorming ideas for the project. So, first of all, what are my blocks? My blocks are like custom blocks. My blocks are multiple pieces of code that are put into one block. My blocks are simple ways to make a lot of code, the same code multiple times. My blocks are found in the dark purple category labeled more blocks. Anybody have any questions? What? Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't like what block you want. No, like sometimes you get what block you want from like you make a block, but sometimes you don't because when I tried it at home, I tried to like pick a random another like infinity, then it just I wanted
Yeah.
it like.
I think I understand what you're saying. We're going to be getting into that. It's actually kind of complicated, but I'm going to be showing you how to make a my block. So I'm going to be doing that in the next slide. So why do I need my blocks? You need my blocks because without my blocks, you could not put one very long piece of code and use that same code again. You would need to write the whole code again and again and again as many times as you wanted in the program. Also, without my blocks, your code would be a lot longer and more complicated. Also, if you found a mistake in that part of code, you would have to, if you didn't have my block, then you'd have to go through every single version of that code that you made, change that one little detail. But in my blocks, you can just change that one little detail in the my block, and all the my blocks will automatically update, and you would only have to fix the error once instead of like 10 times. So
Yeah.
how do I implement my blocks? Don't do this right now. I'm going to be showing you this on the computer because it's complicated. So if you go into Scratch and you go into more blocks, you go into make up a block, and we are going to be naming this the to-do list. So here's where a lot of people mess up. This shows up. It says define to-do list. What this means is that whatever you put under this is what the my block is going to do. So if we say what we want this block to do is we want it to say rake the yard. I'm just coming up with random stuff. So if you say rake the yard, then that will be put under this my block. But the thing about my blocks is that usually in a block you can only have one command. It would only execute one command. But in my blocks, you can put multiple commands like that, and I'm going to be put one more just to prove it. So, like that. And then what you need to do is that instead of writing that whole piece of code again, you could just take an event block, go to my blocks, and go to more blocks, and go to say to-do list. And when you say, and then instead of writing all this code here, you could just write it once, and that my block, once you put the my block, it will execute the code under here. This is very important. So the only way to get the my block to work is, again, putting all the stuff under here. Does that clear up your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, part of it isn't because like I wanted it like when it's blocks here like where you keep like you don't keep like exactly like you keep something in it like I wanted it like that.
You wanted to put a my block in a repeat block?
No, I wanted to like I wanted to make a block of like that could look like this. So it could look like this.
Oh,
You have to put a repeat block in a my block, I think.
You want to put a repeat block in a my block?
No, I wanted a block to look like the
Oh,
block.
you want it to be like the color? Oh, you can't do
No,
that.
not the color. I wanted it to like look like the block, like the repeat one.
Oh,
So you could keep something in it.
that. Well, as far as I know, in the my blocks from scratch, you cannot have a my block where it's like a repeat block where you can put stuff inside, inside like that. As far as I know, there's nothing like that. But the only use for my blocks right now, as far as I know, is this.
Thank you.
Okay.
No, you
and-
can put repeat blocks like under defined.
Oh yeah, you
blocks
can,
category.
but you can put repeat blocks under a
No,
my
I didn't want that.
I know,
wanted
but
a-
I'm
I
just-
want a block shape.
Yeah, I know, but you can't. You can't. I don't think you can do that. And also, I know under here it says add an extension. We're not going to be learning about that in this lesson. Maybe in future lessons, but we're not going to be learning about that right now. So now we are going